Guys, happy Wednesday. How's it going? What are y'all up to? Tell me everything. I'm really excited to be here. And if you're brand new to my channel, welcome. My name is Erin Bees. I'm a wife, a mom, a military veteran, a certified personal trainer, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing companies and the tactics used by the reps. Before we even get into anything, let me run a disclaimer so that I don't forget, and I'll be right back. Okay, how's everybody doing? Thank you. I actually am wearing a new eyeshadow that I'm very excited about. This is not an affiliate link. I've actually been watching this brand on TikTok for several months, and the brand is called Adriana Nicole. I know you can't see the writing, but the color is called Ethereal, and that's what I have on my eyelids today. I just got it in yesterday, and I could not wait to wear it tonight. So yeah, I'm very excited about it. I think it's really fun. It has kind of a reddish base, but it's purple and blue color shifting, or however you want to word that. And I love it. I'm very excited, and I'm probably going to order more of her products. She has a whole eyeshadow palette. And again, not an affiliate link, just something that I love, that if you guys want to check it out, you can. And again, her name is Adriana Nicole Cosmetics. That's the name of the brand. And I think her Instagram, I just followed her yesterday, is Adriana Nicole Cosmetics, and it's spelled Nichole. So go check her out. She is a Black-owned business brand, and I'm really impressed with this. So I'm going to have some fun wearing it, especially on live streams and such. So thanks, guys. Yeah, duochromes are so fun. I agree. All right. So y'all want the good news or the bad news first? Let me know in the comments. Also, hello, Raiders. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And Lushy and Jen, thank you so much for sending everybody my way. I appreciate y'all so much. And okay, I'm going to do a video on this, but I was watching Lushy and I was watching Jen talk about Saint, the MLM Saint, that in October is going to be an affiliate. I think they call it, what do they call it? An enhanced affiliate. And I'm very curious to get my hands on what they mean by enhanced, because in my opinion, typically that means there's some sort of a recruiting element, but they're still trying to say it's an affiliate brand or affiliate marketing or whatever. So if you guys hear anything, let me know. But I do have a Saint makeup video coming very soon, along with a reading mean/weird comments that people leave on my YouTube channel. And I think one is from Threads, I believe. But yeah, it's going to be good. I can't wait for you guys to see it. And I can't wait to see how Ava edits this one. I told her, I was like, have some fun with this one. Julie Anderson is back. Yep, she dropped a Saint video today. I was watching it earlier today. Thanks, JCL. I appreciate you. Happy early 4th to everybody. And Tanya, member for 24 months. That's awesome. Much love, Erin. Thanks. Right back at you. I know. Listen. I was wheezing. I was laughing so hard at points. And I hope that Ava keeps some of that in, because it's wild what people think is going to hurt somebody else's feelings on the internet, because it's not going to hurt my feelings. Not at all. But are we going to talk about it? Am I going to make fun of the comment? Absolutely. Absolutely. 29 months. That's amazing. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. And yes, Julie did a great job on her video. If you're not already subscribed to Julie Anderson's channel, definitely check her out. And happy to see her back. 31 months. Charlene. That's wild. Time sure does fly, doesn't it, friend? It's wild. You will need it. I will tell you. You will need it. Okay, so the bad news is I was on a members only live earlier today, and I was editing out several things on this video. When I say editing, let me be real specific. There is construction background noise throughout parts of the video, and it is super annoying. So I was trying to edit that out, along with at one point she shows her child, full face, everything. And so I was trying to blur that out. It's not done downloading. Yeah. And this was what, 2.5 hours ago? So we're only maybe a third into the download. So plan B, because you know there's always going to be a plan B and there's always going to be technical difficulties anytime streaming is involved. What I'm going to do is, number one, if you are wearing headphones, I apologize for I shouldn't even be apologizing because it's her video that she put up. And it's awful. But if you have headphones, just prepare yourself for that. The construction sound, it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's not the entire video. It's just different points. So as we go through this video, if it gets to be too much, I'll just fast forward through that point to get through the construction sound. So if you guys are cool with that, I appreciate it. And again, I'm not going to show the child's face. And if at some point in the video, it's done downloading from Final Cut Pro, then I will swap them out so that we can all relax and not hear the construction sound. So I apologize for that. And if you guys are cool with it, we can move forward. Lushy, time flies when scams are dying. Indeed, my friend. Indeed. I love that. Also, thanks for being a member for 27 months. Okay, Marie, a member for 12 months. 1 year. Bring the noise. Indeed. Indeed. Y'all are amazing. Yeah, it was kind of mind-blowing that she kept going in the construction noise. I agree. So I guess just asking for a little bit of grace as we react to this, and I fumbled my way through it. And if it gets to be too much, I totally understand. However, I do think that it is important that we talk about it, that we talk about what she is doing. And for those of you that are like, okay, well, what is she doing? This is somebody that used to be in Young Living. I don't recall her name. I did look up her Instagram. She's got like 159,000 followers on Instagram. So clearly a public figure. She used to be on Young Living, and now she's in Arbonne. And in this video, I do want to give a couple content warnings. I did include it in the video description, along with the income disclosure statement for Young Living and Arbonne, so you guys can check those out. Although I would like to cover the Arbonne income disclosure statement, because I'm not so sure that I have covered that a ton on my channel, but I do want to talk about it. Okay, so then she joined Arbonne. And the two content warnings: one, she's going to use spiritual manipulation, in my opinion, along with emotional manipulation. And also she mentions mental health and her struggle with mental health. And in my opinion, kind of weaponizes that in a sense to try and recruit in a roundabout way into Arbonne. So I want to make sure that I'm preparing you guys for that. If it becomes too much, I 100% get it. If you can't watch this, your mental health is far more important than listening to some MLMer. So please take care of yourselves. So I think that's all that I have. Are you guys seeing a black background or like a black frame? Because that's just StreamYard. So I don't know, Kat. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, okay. So it had to have been something in your settings or just YouTube being silly. But anyways, okay, so let's get into today's video, and I will do my best to kind of manually edit this stuff, and I'm going to keep my eye on the downloaded video, the edited version from Final Cut Pro. And you know what? We'll just roll with it. If you have not already liked and subscribed, if you would do that, that would be amazing. And it's the free way to support my channel, and I appreciate it. Okay, let's get into this video. Oh man, let me find the right setting. Give me 1 second. I think this is going to be it. All right.
Everyone. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just going to jump right into this because I'm actually going to save this video. So if you're watching the playback,
of course you've got to mix up the ice in the cup obnoxiously. Okay.
Hello. There's Micah Boo. Okay.
Well,
So.
I'm not allowed to be in my room, so.
Okay, we'll make sure you shut the door.
She doesn't come forward yet, so.
Because I'm on live. Okay, hi guys. I just wanted to get on here and share my heart a little bit.
Oh God. Guys, if you ever hear somebody on a live say, I just wanted to come on and share my heart really quickly, you know that they're more than likely in a multi-level marketing company. Also, this video is 51 minutes long, so there's nothing quick about what she was doing here. Yikes.
I am about to go spend the day with my babes and we're gonna go swimming and all that kind of stuff.
Love
but
that.
I was like, all right, y'all give me just like 30 minutes because
51 minutes later.
while this is on my heart, I'm like emotional, like trying not to cry.
Why?
I just wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about my journey, where I've been, and my journey, where I'm headed, where I'm going. If you didn't see, then you can catch up. I have 2 highlights worth, but I just spent like 5 days in Vegas at the Arbonne's conference, which is their like conference convention, and it was obviously my first one. I started Arbonne in December of 2023, so literally 6 months ago, and I'm not new to this industry. I have been in the direct sales network marketing space for 6 years. Actually, this month I joined my first company 6 years ago in July of 2018, and so I'm new, but I'm not new. Like,
I mean, which is it? If you joined multi-level marketing in 2018 and it's 2024, you're not new. That's not how that works. I would define new as being like within their first couple months, but you guys let me know what you think. But 6 years is not new. Not at all, in my opinion.
so I feel like I had a really. Do you need something, baby girl?
Oh, okay, hang on. I'm going to fast forward this because I'm not going to show her. However, I will say in this part, I wish that the download had worked because she's trying to, in my opinion, groom her daughter to be a part of Arbonne when she grows up. And her daughter says, no, I want to be an artist. She's like, well, you can do Arbonne on the side, but I'm just not willing to show her face. So there is going to be a little bit that we skip over. But to me, I feel like that's important to skip over the child's face. So
Off of you. It has been a hard couple years for me mentally.
this is where she gets into her mental health and she gets emotional. So again, content warning for that if you're just joining or if you're part of the replay crew.
I'm not gonna cry. like real hard. I've been struggling with like my mental health really since 2020, like most of us.
A lot of people, yeah.
And
Now, as we're going forward with this, you have to ask yourself, what is the intention of her bringing this up at this point? There's always some sort of an underlying motive. Typically, in my opinion, it's to try and recruit people into the new company from the previous company. So they'll say, I was struggling with this while I was in this company. And, that's why this opportunity came up and I joined, and I had no idea how unhappy I was in the previous company, until I joined the new company, like something along those lines. And I feel like that's what she's doing here. And so I just want to point out, pay attention to what you guys believe the underlying motive is in her sharing this, because I feel like this is very common practice with people in multi-level marketing to share overly emotional or very intimate details of their family. And it's a weird, uncomfortable way to try and make it so that they feel that people know them. But it's oversharing and manipulative, in my opinion. But y'all let me know in the comments what you think about that and what you think her motive is as we go forward with this.
I was with a company
Young
that
Living.
I loved deeply. I loved deeply. And I did really well there. Like we made it to
We or you? Because whatever rank you're about to say, if you even say a rank, your team did not make that rank. Your team did not get the pay for that rank. Only you did. So you can say, "Oh, our team made this rank," but you're the only one getting paid for that rank and whatever bonuses came with it if she was at the upper echelon of the ranking system at Arbonne or at, Young Living.
not the very tippy top, but we made it to one of the very top ranks of
Thanks,
the company.
Naomi.
We were making really great money, like that company and what it did for me, like physically.
Did for you. What about your team? What about your team? Was your team making money? Because I can pull up the Young Living income disclosure statement right now and show you that people do not make money in that company.
We did. Hi, babe. I'm just crying on Instagram.
Cool.
Okay.
It really did change like our family's life. So for those years, like I am like
Oh,
so
wow,
thankful.
Tina Marie.
I don't look back and regret it. Like I look now of like,
Just want to give not even a content warning, a sound warning. The construction noise is getting ready to kick off here shortly. So if you have headphones on and you want to turn the sound down, I can push my mic back. I can also lower the volume on this. So whatever adjustments we need to make in order to get through this, let me know and I will make them.
like I had to go through everything I went through to get to where I am now. You know, it was like an amazing stepping stone. And when it was really good, it was really good. And then when it wasn't, it wasn't. So, you know, I essentially like lost this business that I worked so hard for.
You lost a business. How does that work? If it's your own business, how do you lose a business? Are we talking about like a brick and mortar store that something happened to the structure, to the building, a fire or natural disaster or something along those lines? No. We're talking about her being a distributor in Young Living, which is not a business owner. She's a contracted worker and she's painting this picture like, oh, I lost my business. Where did it go? Was your check dropping? Were people leaving the company? I'd venture to say so. We're talking about Young Living. So yeah, people are probably leaving. By the way, I got invited into a Facebook doTERRA group this morning. Read the room, you know, wild. And I know some of you are like, did you join it? No, I don't. I don't want to. I don't want to. I did not want to. No. But anyways, DC, what's up? Hope you're doing well.
I built and I missed family dinners for years building that business, and I missed out on so much trying to like, you know, climb my way to the top of that company. And I didn't have a following. I was a teacher for 10 years. Anyways, so
who did you recruit then? If you didn't have a following, did you recruit fellow teachers, parents of your students? Because that's completely unethical in my opinion and crossing so many boundaries. Yikes. Who did you recruit if you didn't have a following? And how did you move up to one of the top ranks in Young Living? Huh?
I knew it was time to leave for a really long time. But because of the rank that I was, I couldn't just say I'm done. I had to literally jump through hoops and, you know, I didn't just like, it wasn't a light decision. I didn't just say, you know what, I'm done. You know, I wasn't like, oh my God, the grass is greener over there.
But here you are talking about Arbonne. So was the grass greener? Huh?
But I just knew in my like heart and my soul, my gut, like there was something bigger for me. And it's such a...
Here's the construction. What? Here's the construction sound. So just brace yourself. She doesn't stop, because if she stopped, I probably would have just cut that part out. No, she keeps talking over the construction. You know, you got to fake it till you make it or something. So just please prepare yourself if you have headphones on.
Freaking stigma when people leave companies and... Sorry. I have construction going on in my house right now. Babe, can you shut the door?
I don't think shutting the door is going to help any. I don't think that's going to help at all.
I need to do this a little part two. Anyways, Jeez, I'm so sorry. If that is really loud, tell me, and maybe I'll just need to like pause this, but
It's really loud. Ma'am, you couldn't go live at any other time? You couldn't go to the pool and enjoy your day or wherever you're going with water, with your family? You couldn't just do it later once all the construction was done for the day? You had to do it right now because inspiration was striking you in this moment? Come on.
I did not want to leave where I was. I loved my community. I loved my people. Like, my best friends were there. Like, literally. I loved the products, but you can still love something and it still cannot be for you. You know what I'm saying? And so I didn't want to leave for a long time because, guys, I wasn't kind to people when they left. Like, I was bitter when people left. I was angry when people left. I was jealous when people left. And
very interesting. This is going to be important later. This is one part of her story because I have watched about half of this. And she says she was bitter, angry, and jealous when other people were leaving, but she couldn't leave. But remember, she just said, I lost my business. So we're all over the place. So what exactly is happening? Which story, is she going to come up with next? Because there's several of them just in the first half of her video here. So
it wasn't until I watched my friend Casey. We were in
hey Brian,
we were
what's
actually
up?
On a work event from our last company. And we were all just feeling like crap because we were on this trip celebrating the title that we were. And all of us there were just like feeling like crap because none of us were actually that rank.
I'm sorry. Are you saying that none of you were actually that rank, but you were that rank on paper when it comes to the company? Is that what I'm hearing? That's wild. Wild. I love that she said that out loud, though. And she's talking about Young Living, by the way. So they were on a company trip, and they were talking about how they weren't happy in Young Living on the company trip. Right.
And we just felt like phony. And if you know me at all, I cannot lie. I cannot hide my face. I cannot fake anything. Like, what you get, what you see is what you get. I pride myself on being real and honest and authentic. And I felt like, how can I possibly bring people into a business that I don't even feel like I can no longer be successful at?
Just wait for it.
Did really well. I was one of the top enrollers.
Hold on. Let's unpack it. You were on a company trip with Young Living, and you were saying, how could I possibly bring anybody into this company knowing that it basically won't work for anybody? But then in the next sentence says she did really well. Also, let's not forget that she just said, hey, I can't lie to people. Well, how are you recruiting people into something that you felt at the time was not going to work, not just for you, but the people that you were bringing in? How are you a top enroller if you're claiming to be authentic and not lie? Because to me, you were lying to people, clearly.
Even up until my very last months. I stopped sharing about the business a while ago. I was like a while back. But when my friend Casey told me that she was leaving, and she told me she was going,
she just keeps going. So professional.
Going to Arbonne, I first was like, what the hell is Arbonne? You guys, literally 1 year ago, I had never heard of Arbonne. I thought she meant Avon. Like, I had heard Avon, like, that's like the makeup, right? That's like what the old ladies do. And she was like, no, I had no idea. Now here I am. But it was the first time that someone from my company told me that they were leaving. And I was just so happy for them.
What?
Like,
hold on a second. Because just a few minutes ago, you were saying when people were leaving that you were angry, bitter, and jealous. Now, were these people were they in your downline that were leaving in your previous story? And that's why you were angry and bitter because you knew it was impacting your check, your monthly check. But now here we have other people that are leaving and she's saying she was so happy for them. So clearly, was that person not in your downline? So it's okay for them to leave because it doesn't impact your check? Is that what I'm hearing? Because it's wild how the rules change. The goalposts change in MLMs. We know that. But yeah, anyways, y'all know what I'm saying.
I literally looked at her and was like, good for you. Good for you. Let me know how it goes.
What?
I was genuinely so...
The construction. I can't. Okay. I think it's kind of funny. So I hope you guys are okay with it because we're just going to roll with it. Brian, member for 10 months. Thank you so much. Brian says top Enroller is like the stickiest glue trap. Indeed. Thanks for being a member, Brian. I appreciate you.
This moment. I was genuinely just so happy for her, but I just still felt like I couldn't leave. Like I would let down too many people. I would disappoint too many people. But at the same time, like...
The construction.
It got to the point the last couple of months that I couldn't even cover my mortgage. Like after I got paid.
The audacity. I'm sorry. Let's look at the Young Living income disclosure statement real quick. Give me one moment. Because here she is like, guys, I couldn't even cover my mortgage. Oh, really? Let's see what other people are able to do in Young Living according to their 2024 income disclosure statement. And oops, I didn't want to do full screen. So this comes from Young Living. Obviously, I do have it in the video description. It comes directly from their website. And if you look at this, and I know it's kind of small depending on how you're watching it, that's why I've included it also in the video description, 68.1% of our associates, which is the very first rank, and the median income was $5 for the year. And here you have this woman saying, guys, I couldn't even cover my mortgage. The audacity. The audacity. The next rank is Star, which is 22.2% of the company, and the median income for the year is $225. These people are paying, these first two ranks especially, are paying to say that they are a part of Young Living, and it's disgusting. But go off about, hey, I couldn't even cover my mortgage. The hardship. Are you kidding? Then we have Senior Star, which is 6.3%, and the median income is $1,197. Highly doubt these people are profiting anything, depending on what they are spending, how much they are spending, and if Young Living has a brand partner annual fee. Not sure on that one. So if you guys know that, feel free to let me know. And then you have Executive, 2.4% of the company, and that now is $3,970 median for the year. So you have to hit the fourth rank in the company, which more than likely requires you to recruit a substantial amount of people, in my opinion. This is not a compensation plan video. I'm sure there's plenty of compensation plan videos on Young Living in particular out there that you guys can check out. But just looking at this and the percentage of people, I mean, we're at, let's see, we're over 96%, almost 97%, just doing the math just really quickly. You guys know how I am about math here, but that are not making hardly anything. They're paying to be a part of this company. So this person saying, oh my God, I could barely pay my mortgage. I feel so sad for you. That must be so hard for you. Come on.
And after I gave, 25% to the IRS, I was almost breaking even with my mortgage. And so I was happy.
What do you mean you were almost breaking even with your mortgage? What kind of MLM math are we doing here? You couldn't even pay your mortgage, but then after paying taxes, which you should pay if you're making this much on paper, you should be paying that amount of taxes, in my opinion. You were breaking even with your mortgage, but then a second ago you said you could barely cover your mortgage. I don't understand what's happening. Also, yes, the construction is annoying. I'm right there with you.
Having to do other things, collabs, Amazon, like to know it, all these other things, which just were just not enough. I was having to do all these things and just hustle and grind because that business was just not growing despite my efforts, despite being a top enroller. And I just could not look at my team that was still there. I mean, my team was pretty much all gone. Like I was telling them, they were coming to me like, I'm not making money. And I'm like, go, I wish you well.
Right. But at the beginning of this, she said that she was angry and bitter and jealous when people said that they were leaving. But then another example, somebody else said that they were leaving and she was like, good for you. But now she's like, hey, my team members were coming to me saying that they're not making any money and you told them to go. I highly doubt that happened. Come on.
And I just, at the end of the day, could not just wait around and be told just to hold on any longer. And so I knew I would get hate. I knew I would lose.
The construction. The fact that she's like, I knew I was going to get hate, and then the construction in the background, and then the pause story here is like unreal. Oh my God.
I knew I would lose some friends, which is really hard because I probably definitely should have waited to not do this live right now, but I just felt like I had to. I knew leaving would change a lot, but my gut was screaming for a long time. I ignored it. And I had been researching other companies.
You ignored it? You ignored it and you were researching other companies, but you were authentic and you weren't able to lie, but you were lying because you were a top enroller. So clearly you were not telling the people that you were trying to recruit or were coming to you, or however you want to word that, hey, this doesn't feel right. I have a bad feeling in my stomach, and I'm researching other companies. No. You went ahead and recruited them so you could maintain that top enroller status. Because why? In my opinion, the majority of these companies, you have to recruit people and get those bonuses on selling those starter packages in order to make any kind of substantial income. But go off about being authentic and go off about not lying, because we know that's not true.
And Steph, we were at our previous company's convention a year ago, and we were in bed. We were roommates and we were feeling the same thing. We had both been wanting to leave for so long and we were fighting so hard. And
were you on the company trip when you were talking about leaving and researching other companies? Is that what I'm hearing? I mean, it was hard to hear because of the construction that's happening, but you had to go live now.
and trying to turn it around and just keep going but just got to the point that we were both like, this isn't working and this isn't fair. This isn't fair. I had stopped sharing about the business a year before because I was like, I can't genuinely bring people into this business. I just can't. I was still sharing an affiliate. Anyway.
So you were still recruiting people, but you were lying to them about being an affiliate program when it's not. It's a multi-level marketing company. That's what I'm hearing you say. So that was your workaround. Instead of feeling like you were lying to people, you were just telling them, hey, just sign up as a distributor or brand partner or whatever, and sell the product and make a commission. How much of your commission from Young Living was based off of customers? And how much of it was based off of having a team that you said you didn't have? Because if you were making enough, and we don't know how much your mortgage is, but in my opinion, if you were making enough to even remotely cover or come close to covering your mortgage, you had a team. And you, in my opinion, were probably recruiting people under the guise of, oh, no, this is just affiliate. Don't worry about recruiting. You don't have to build a team over here. Just because you are ignoring a large portion of the compensation plan in a multi-level marketing company does not mean that it doesn't exist. You're still participating in an unethical business model that hurts people financially and all of the ways that you're getting ready to mention when it comes to friendships and relationships. Just because you were not telling people the whole story, which again, you said you weren't lying, but clearly you were. That's embarrassing.
I'm gonna like move on from that, but Steph decided in that moment that she was like, okay, this is confirmation. This is it for me. I'm done. And I just like cried. I just was like, don't leave me. Because I knew like she was someone. Hey, let me finish this video, baby. I'll be right there, okay? She was someone that
I'll be right there, but goes on for another 40 minutes.
Like was kind of, hey baby, can you shut the door out of the way, Luke? Thank you, baby. And she kind of was like my last hope.
Oh, I didn't know that, Tara.
You know? And so I wanted her to go. She's on here. Hi, Steph. Like I wanted her to go because like she had not been making the money that she needed to make the entire time, and that like was not fair to her.
What about her team? What about Steph's team? Because there's a lot of conversation that involves you, but what about your team? Because judging from the income disclosure statement that we just looked at, none of them were making any money probably.
And I watched her for years just fight tooth and nail, you know, like, and it just wasn't working despite her efforts, despite everything. And she decided to go, and I just supported her, even though deep down I was a little bitter, which she knows all this. Like, I wanted to be not mad, but like, I was just like, oh, just, you know, don't give up. But then also at the same time, it was just like this more like jealousy that like she could go. There's a little red tape that was for me, but I'm not going to get into that. But
why not? I feel like that would be important. If you were unhappy and had been for quite some time, why couldn't you leave the company? Did you come from a previous company and you got some sort of a performance-based contract or a bridge contract that locked you into being with the company for a certain amount of time? And if you left before then, or you didn't meet, whatever the requirements were on that contract, you had to pay back the bonuses, the money that you were locked in to guarantee, or locked in and guaranteed to make every single month. Also, if that's the case, did you tell your team if you did get one of those contracts? I don't know if she did, but when I hear an MLMer talking about, well, I couldn't leave because of the red tape, that to me is like, oh, there's some sort of a contract. There's some sort of a performance-based contract, meaning you have to hit a certain rank, have a certain amount of volume in a certain amount of time, and they will give you a set income every single month to make the transition from another company a little bit easier. But a lot of these people that are in these companies that get these kinds of contracts that typically are coming from other companies that have a large team, they don't tell that to their team. So again, how are you being authentic and how are you not lying if you did get one of those contracts, which prevented you from going to another company for a certain amount of time, that if you did get one, you didn't tell your team? So how is that authentic? I mean, lying by omission is still lying.
Anyways, I looked at her and I was like, I'm going to give this 6 more months. So this was last July. I was like, I'm going to give this 6 more months and I'm going to fight hard and I'm just going to give it my all for 6 more months. So then I watch her go to Arbonne and she goes with Casey. So I've already had this separate, by the way, like me, Casey, and Stephanie were not on the same team. Me and we didn't even know each other as a group. Like I knew Casey because we were at the same level. And so we would be on these trips together. And then me and Steph were, we've been friends in this business. We actually met leaving convention, not leaving, actually we met at convention 5 years ago. We had this moment this week where I was like, oh my God, like Steph, it's like our 5-year friendship anniversary. Look where we are. We were in the middle of a nightclub that Arbonne had rented out for just Arbonne. Like, can you imagine being in a Vegas nightclub with no men? It was amazing. Free booze, which we don't.
I mean, what? Earlier today when I was watching this with the members, I was like, oh, okay, that sounds kind of amazing. But wouldn't that just be like a lesbian bar? with no, I don't know. I just find that really funny. Hearing it the second time around it's just sitting a little different with me. Shout out to all of the Alphabet Mafia peeps.
I don't really drink, but we were excited about. I didn't even have a drink there, so I don't know why I'm excited. Like, oh, open bar. I didn't even drink there. Anyways,
okay,
it was just like so redemptive. So I watch her go, and I watch her and Casey just freaking blast off to the moon. And I know, especially if you girls are like Arbonne girls, all you saw was
women.
These girls just come in and just basically soar straight to the top. But like, if you know the story, if you knew the background, yeah, you would see that it wasn't an overnight. It looked overnight, but it wasn't. Definitely.
Okay, but it was. It was, and here's why. They recruited, in my opinion, people that were a part of their team and their downline in Young Living to Arbonne. This is something that we see all the time. We see people that had a team in one company, they join a new company, and a lot of those old team members join into the new company. They look like new team members, they rank up. And when you add that onto the fact that there are a lot of people that take bridge contracts in with the new company, and they're ranking up because these people are trusting them from the previous company to the new company, and they're not disclosing the fact that they have a bridge contract and are getting a set amount of income. Meanwhile, they're asking the people from their old team to start over, and they're not getting bridge contracts. So like when you put all of that together, it's so disgusting. Hey, I'm going to get locked into, getting $10,000 a month, but you guys should come over here and start over. And then that person ranks up because that person trusted them. It's just disgusting to me.
It was not. Anyways, so I watch Steph and I watch Casey, and I'm asking questions. No one ever, by the way, take great pride that they did not ask me to do this with them. They were so respectful of where I was in my journey, but I was just like watching. Steph and Case went on a Arbonne, like a team retreat in October. Was it October? I don't remember. It was like a month or two before I started, and I FaceTimed Steph. And if y'all know Steph, she answers and she's like, Lacey. And I was like, hi. She was like, I'm at an Arbonne event. And I was like, I know, just seeing what you are doing, just feeling the vibes. And anyways, she can tell you her version of
the construction
of that. But anyways, I just watched these girls, and I mean, it literally only took me a month of watching Steph, a little bit longer for Case, but they're like dynamic together. I was just like, I felt so left behind. I was like, wait for me. Like, no, you're not. No, I can't. And so, again, not going to share all the back stuff, but it wasn't just like I could just pick up the phone and be like, okay, I'm done, or just move on. Like, it was a lot. Okay. But we got through it.
100%.
We made it. And then I got to start Arbonne. So I started Arbonne in December, and
I guarantee you she walked out there to the construction workers with fizz sticks and was like, here, have it's an energy drink, and it tastes like blah 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 blah, and you guys should try it. Here guys. gals, people.
December was massive for me. In my first month of Arbonne, I did more volume that month than I had done in the last year and a half.
That is not the flex that I think you wanted it to be. Because if you were starting in a new company, chances are the second that you launched in this new company, previous customers and team members from Young Living probably hopped on board. So that's really not the flex that you think it is. I think it's just proving what the anti-MLM movement says about people like you that do what you're doing here. Yikes.
Like literally. And to me, I just took that as a God sign. Like you want to look at me maybe and be like, oh, well, she has a big following. But like,
That's
I had
funny.
a big following there too. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are going to tell you their version of whatever, and we all have different experiences, and I respect that. Like, I respect where everyone is and everyone's journey. I do like I had a girl recently that thought she was going to do Arbonne with me, and then was like, hey, I think I'm going to go do this company. And I said, go for it. Like, go for it. Like, I want you to be where you're supposed to be. I don't want to force anyone to be where they're not supposed to be. I've had people that didn't sign up with me, and that hurt. But I'm also like, at the end of the day, like, I want God to bring me the people that are supposed to do this with me.
I'm sorry. God is not going to bring people into a multi-level marketing where, according to the FTC, over 99% of people lose money. You have got to be kidding me. God would not bring people to a group of people that hide under the term community that is based on transactional relationships. And when they leave, just like you said not that long ago, you were angry and bitter. That is not the kind of relationships that I believe God would lead people to. Now, do I think God would lead people out of multi-level marketing? Absolutely, I do. And I know everybody has different beliefs, and they are all welcome here, but the use of this spiritual manipulation in order to better her finances is disgusting. So,
like, that are for me, that I can be for, that I can rally. And that's just my biggest prayer right now, is that, like, I know my business is about to explode. Like, it kind of had already exploded, but I just feel like God has been preparing me these last few months of, like, I have something huge for you. And I feel like first few months of my business, where yes, I was definitely all in, like, this is where I'm supposed to be, sharing the products. I think, like, I had 300 customers my first month, which is pretty insane.
Were they all from Young Living? I bet a lot of them were.
But what I was not ready for was the leadership part of it, was leading people in this business. I told Steph and Casey when I came over here in December, I was like, okay, guys, you're not going to see me on Zoom calls. Okay. You're not.
Yes. This is the part of her live stream where she starts to say, Arbonne is so different over here. We are different. The systems are different. The community is different. The leadership is different. The products are different. The events are different. No, they are not. It is the same. How do I know? My best friend, Julie Joe, is a part of Arbonne. Many of you in the comments, and also the replay crew, you can go through the comments, and there's people that have been a part of Arbonne, been a part of multiple companies that say it's the exact same thing. But this is the part of her live where she's like, listen, if you're in Young Living and you're unhappy and you were struggling with your mental health and you feel like God is leading you to another direction, maybe take a look at this. It's different over here. No, it's not.
I don't want to hold people's hands. Because the thing that is so different about Arbonne with most companies, because you guys, we researched the heck out of all the companies.
out of all the companies. So you're telling me you looked at all the compensation plans, you looked at all the income disclosure statements, you looked up all the lawsuits against the companies, you looked up all and researched all of the MLM companies. Literally impossible. Just tell us you looked at the income, or not even the income disclosure statement, excuse me. Just tell us that you looked at the comp plan and you talked to Casey and Stephanie and they were like, listen, this is what we're making over here, and at Young Living, this is what we were making. So you should just come over here. Just be honest about it. You didn't research all of the companies. Maybe you looked at 2 or 3, but no, you are not a compensation plan expert because you looked at a couple compensation plans. They use this all the time. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, if you looked at all the compensation plans, did you also look at the income disclosure statements? Because they're oddly similar. It's kind of wild. I know.
Looking at all the companies. I almost went to another company actually, but something was just telling me that like that wasn't the place for me. And now I'm just like,
oh, right. So God pointed you in a different direction, a different MLM company. God said, hey, this is not the one for you, but this one is. Right? Did God put a bridge contract in place for you in the other company or not in the other company, but did in Arbonne? Is that how that worked? I just have questions.
so glad because it was definitely not the place for me. So when I found out with Arbonne that you could get to the top, or not even just to the top, because I don't care about being at the top. I don't care about the rank. I care about my bank account. I care.
There it is. Notice that she didn't say, listen, the quality of products is very important to me. The quality assurance, if you will, of the products is important to me. The compensation plan is important to me. Knowing that my team can win here, because that's a phrase that they always use. I know I used it when I was in MLM too. I needed to make sure that this was a place that not just myself would win, but my team could win as well. That was important to me. No. Her bank account is important to her. Yeah, screw the team. Who needs them? Well, she does. That is taking saying the quiet part out loud to another level. At least this is the first time I feel like she's been honest in this entire video. It's not about her team. It's about the money that her team makes that hits her bank account. So you get 1 point for being honest here, I suppose.
I care about like not waking up with anxiety. And when I tell you before Arbonne for the last year and a half, I was waking up with a heavy chest every day.
Why? Because you were being fraudulent. You were lying to people to maintain being a top enroller. Why were you waking up with a heavy chest unless you knew you were being fraudulent while collecting the check? Did you have a heavy chest because you saw people leaving your team? You saw your check decreasing and you were like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to pay my mortgage. What am I going to do now? Refer to your team in Young Living. Start there. This is wild.
Every day, just like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Just beat my head against the wall. Like, I don't know what else to do. And I just felt so incredibly sad and stuck.
Because you were lying.
When I found out with Arbonne that it was volume-based, so someone who did enroll a lot of people could get to where they want to be.
Okay, let's just talk about this whole volume-based thing that we hear from a lot of companies. Let me back up. The reason that I think that they say that is because in a lot of MLM companies, in order to rank up, you will have certain requirements that your downline has to hit. They have to rank up for you to rank up, in other words. So I think when we hear people say, oh, it's volume-based, first of all MLMs have an element of being volume-based. So what she's saying here is not that different. But I'm pretty sure in Arbonne, you have to have people that rank up so that you can rank up. So the whole volume-based argument in this case does not really make any sense to me. Although I'm not doing an Arbonne compensation plan video. Again, there's probably plenty of them that are out there. And if you guys in the comments know, let me know. Do you have to have team members that rank up in Arbonne in order for you to rank up? Because I remember hearing that you did. So let me know in the comments, because if so, this whole volume-based argument does not make any sense.
I was like, I'm in, you know, I don't have to have legs. I don't have to have a certain amount of people doing the business with me. It just takes the pressure off. And it did. Like, I'm going to always like look back at like the first few months of my Arbonne business and just be so thankful.
So yet another lie. Thank you for sharing this with us. It's all volume-based. I don't have to have a certain amount of team members. I don't have to do this. Yes, you do. You have to have team members that rank up in order for you to rank up. So it's not all volume-based. There is recruiting and ranking up requirements in Arbonne. Julie Jo would lose her mind watching this.
For how I did it, because that's what I needed in the moment.
Okay, thank you.
Like, how I decided to do the business was what I needed to like kind of get a base. You know, some people do jump in and can just completely jump into leadership, but I was feeling like almost just burnt out. I was burnt out completely from like being a leader, from, you know, like never feeling like I was enough. And it's like, man, I felt like I was bending over backwards for people and it still wasn't enough for them. Or with our old company.
Now, why would that not be enough for people? Because they see you making a ton of money, allegedly, and they're not making anything. And they're probably referring back to things that you told them when you were recruiting them. Hot take, I'm sure.
You could help build someone's business, and like I was building people's businesses for them, and then it just still like wasn't enough. Like it was just all this. And then
you were probably building businesses for people, aka stacking, because it benefits you. At least be honest. My God.
You know, my people over there who were struggling, I felt like just resentment got built because, you know, I'm trying to like encourage them to keep going and they feel gaslit by me. And now looking back, I'm like, I understand that. I understand why you feel gaslit by me, because I was telling them, just keep going, keep like because that's what I was telling myself, you know? And so for anyone that felt that way, like I apologize, but also I don't, because like we were all doing the best we could in those moments. And so
you apologize, but you don't. I've never heard a non-apology like that. For anybody that I gaslit, I apologize, but I don't, because we were all doing the best that we could. What?
No, God! No, God, please, no!
It's the gaslighting for me.
With Arbonne, it's completely volume based. So you don't have to have people under you to do the business. Like if you really wanted to just treat it like an affiliate, like I was for the first few months, you can. You were
treating it like an affiliate the first few months. How many people did you recruit into the affiliate program? Just because you are referring to it as an affiliate program and ignoring probably at least 75% of the comp plan does not mean it's a true affiliate program. Ma'am, are you for real right now? Oh my God. Because I guarantee you she recruited people in the first few months. I guarantee it.
There's only 4 ranks in Arbonne, you guys. I got to the 3rd rank pretty much by just treating this like an affiliate.
Pretty much, huh? Pretty much treating it like an affiliate. Oh man, can you get to the 3rd rank? For those of you that were a part of Arbonne. Well, let me just look it up. Arbonne compensation plan. What I was going to say was, can you get to the 3rd rank without having team members? Can you do it just on all customers? That's what I want to know. Jennifer says, no way she got to RVP as an affiliate. Also, affiliates don't recruit. So there's that. One moment, I have to parent.
parenting. Don't make it sound like that.
I didn't know what you were coming in for.
What the heck? My hair.
Oh, it's cute.
Yeah.
She has a claw clip. No, is that a claw clip? Is that
But
the banana? Y'all remember banana clips? Yeah, they're coming back. It looks cute, sis. I like it.
I put it in as a joke to like see if I can get it to work with me, and then it actually stayed and like.
And it's cute.
Weird lump thing that it likes to do because of my cowlick.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I gotta stick with it now.
Yeah, it looks cute. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Let's keep going because I forgot what I was saying. But let's keep going.
And then, but I have also been sharing that like the business side of it of like, you know, if you want to have an affiliate link.
Susan, I forgot to text you back and I'm so sorry. I will text you immediately after this. It's been a crazy day. Guys, this is my trainer, Susan. If you don't know, you should follow her. She's amazing. Susan says that if an apology ends in a but, it's not an apology. Also, this woman's hat is driving me crazy. Bend your brim, ma'am. Sheesh. Listen, I thought I was the only one. I thought that was a Gen X thing because I was like, I don't understand the flat bill situation. I tried to wear it when I was in my MLM days, you know, the whole hat backwards with the flat brim. I just can't. I have to bend my bill. It feels weird to me to have this straight bill. I don't know. If it's just me, let me know. But yeah, I just bend your bill. Why are you doing that? I don't understand.
But like now I'm ready to shift from like, okay, you can have an affiliate link to like, no, you can have like life-changing income. You can.
Let's look at that life-changing income, shall we? Since, you know, oh, this is an unfortunate pause story that I am not sorry about. Not at all. What are you doing? What is happening? Hold on, my computer is freaking out. Are you okay? Anytime I use Final Cut Pro, it freaks out. Okay, there we go. We're still good. I don't know what just happened there, but Final Cut Pro, we do not get along. Anyways, let's look at the Arbonne income disclosure statement that I have here. Okay. All right. How do I earn? Commissions from product sales to customers, essentially, overrides from preferred clients, and 3, awards based on your personal and team sales. Okay. This is their income disclosure statement. So she's saying you can have life-changing money. This is from 2023. It comes directly from the Arbonne website. It is linked in the video description as well. So you can check that out if you'd like to take a closer look at it. Independent consultants make up 70% of the brand partners, or whatever they're called in this company, distributors, I'll say. And their average annual earnings, or no, let's go median because that's the most accurate, $135 for the year. 70% of this company makes $135 or made $135 median annual income or earnings from 2023. Tell me again how this is life-changing income for the majority of people. Oh, it's not. Cool. District managers makes up 20% of people, and their average or median annual earnings, $1,936 for the year. Area managers makes up 7%. So we're already, prior to area managers, the first 2 ranks make up 90% of the company. And if we were to average those 2 median income earnings, whatever, it would speak volumes. But we're talking 90% of the company is making, 100, actually less than that. I'm not going to try and figure that one out. But according to this, the majority of people in this company are not making life-changing money like she's trying to claim. Then you have area managers, which makes up 7% of the company. Their median income is $11,332. Come on. I think she said she's an RVP because she said she got to the 3rd rank in the company. So I don't know if that means area managers or RVP, but RVP is only 3% of the company and their median income was $49,251. Very, very huge difference compared to the first couple ranks that make up 90% of the company. Are you kidding me? The other thing that I was going to look up was, and again, if you guys want to look at that, it's in the video description. Okay, RVP is the third level. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate that. What I wanted to look up was the requirements. I'm just going to look on my phone real quick. See if I can pull up the compensation plan real quick and see the differences, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to find that quickly. I may save that for another video. What I was going to ask was, can you get to RVP on just customers alone? Do you have to have team members, aka distributors, where they hit a certain rank in order for you to hit RVP and the top rank in the company? That is my question. So let's get back to her video because she has a whole lot more to say.
Do these big, incredible, crazy things. And those are the people that I want to find and work with that want to like move the mountains. Like I'm ready to move the mountains. I'm ready to
move the mountains.
These incredible women. Like I've been to the top of a company and guess what? When you're there alone, it sucks. Like I don't want to be alone at the top over here. I want to have all of these people.
But you are alone at the top. If you're RVP, there's only 3% of consultants that hit this level in 2023. It's a very small percentage of people that are going to have that same kind of success that you have. So it sounds good, people that are finding your Instagram live and are like, hey, I followed her in Young Living and this and that. But the fact is, it's only a small percentage of people that are going to hit this rank. So it sounds good. Oh, I don't want to be the only one. You're going to be within a handful of people at this rank based on having a large team. Come on.
At the top with me. And when I went to Arbonne, the conference this week, we had what's called a VP training. So VPs over here at Arbonne, those are like the top ranks. You got their vice presidents. So those are the top 2 ranks. And
their income is, well, first of all, only 1% of people in Arbonne in 2023 hit that rank. And their median annual earnings were $148,000 and 298 cents. And the average time it took to get to that position was 63 months.
My head, because of what I'm used to if we're doing something exclusive like that, like a top
Brandy.
rank thing, I'm used to it being like a very small crowd, right? And so or I'm used to like going to like a top rank event, and none of us are actually those ranks anymore. Anyways, so I go to this VP training and I'm literally expecting there to be like 30 people in the room. I'm like, I'm sure there's that many people like at the top. I walk in and I was like, I thought this was like a VP training, and someone was like, it is. I'm like, all of these people in here are VPs?
I mean, does that include regional vice presidents, which is the second to the top rank in the company, and national vice presidents? Because if so, that would make up about 4% of the company. So obviously we don't know what she's referring to being a lot of people, because she doesn't give any specifics with Young Living and also with Arbonne. We're not really sure, but I don't know. I just find that very interesting. All these people are this top rank. Well, the income disclosure statement says that it's only 4%, those 2 combined ranks. So,
and I was just like blown away. I'm like, look at how many people are at the top of this company. It's not just a few. It's not. It's a lot. It was hundreds. And those are people that just came to the conference. There's plenty of people that like weren't at this convention, at this conference. And I was just blown away by that, because we don't want to be the only people at the top. You know, we want our people to be there. We want our people to be making money.
But they don't, because they've provided the income disclosure statement. Also, I think it would be really helpful to know how many people were a part of Arbonne in 2023. I was going through their income disclosure statement, and I didn't see that, didn't stick out to me. However, I think that if you're going to say hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people were in the top couple ranks of the company, then that must mean that there's a lot of people that are in Arbonne and probably have been for many years that are consistently not making any money based on the income disclosure statement. So I feel like she's telling part of the story, but not all of the story. And yeah, maybe it was, oh, well, in Young Living, there wasn't really a lot of people that hit the top ranks. Perhaps that's true. And we can look at the income disclosure statement again, which I've already covered, but it is included in the video description as well. But maybe there was a small amount in Young Living, and to her, seeing that there were hundreds and hundreds, according to her, of people at these VP events, maybe that is very night and day difference from Young Living. But that to me says that there's a lot of distributors that are in Arbonne and probably have been for many years that, according to the percentages of income or lack thereof on their income disclosure statement, that are not really making any money. But the upper echelon are, right?
It was just like freaking chills. And so that was like a eye-opening moment for me. And there's just like so many moments, and I have been wanting to give this my 100 for like months. And there's just been something that's been holding me back. I feel like I've been like this with Arbonne. Like, you can get this close to me. I've actually been like that with a lot of people. You can come this close to me. You're not getting any closer. I am a very guarded person. People will definitely tell me, like, I thought you were scary as hell. And I don't mean to be scary, but I am guarded. And
I do not think you are scary.
And if you knew everything I've been through, you'd be like, I understand why you're guarded. You guys, I've been through some stuff. We all have, but like...
We all have, agreed.
Been through some stuff. And so I was just like, I don't have it in me to be let down again. I don't have it in me to get excited about people and then they don't... I don't know. I just was just like, I can't do this again.
And yet here you are in Arbonne, doing all of the same things over again, expecting different results.
It was so like MLM PTSD. I was like, I can't do this
Stop
again.
it. MLM PTSD is not a thing. Are there bad things that happen to people in MLM? Yes. But lumping that on with PTSD is, in my opinion, and I've seen it from Skylar, she's done it forever, where she says that. And in my opinion, people that say this are trying to imply or trying to cast the fishing line out there to people that are not happy or have had terrible experiences with multi-level marketing companies. And I think if we really were to dive into that aspect, I think that's where some of the rebuttals from people in MLM say, oh, well, you must have had a bad experience anytime somebody is speaking out, is because there are people that have had really terrible experiences. But those people are not equipped. When I say those people, I mean the ones that are trying to recruit people that have had bad experiences in other MLM companies. They're not equipped to sit or ready, or however you want to word that, to look at what's actually going on and that their company is not any different. It's the same thing. People are going to have the same experiences because it's the business model. And income disclosure statements back all of that up. So I find it interesting, and you guys let me know what you think in the comments. But when somebody says, oh, you must have had a bad experience, I would love to hear about it. A lot of people have had, and a lot of people see it for what it is without joining. And a lot of people have been a part of multiple companies that have had similar experiences over and over again. So coming at somebody that is speaking out or saying, no, please don't message me this stuff, I'm not interested. And you saying, oh, it sounds like you had a bad experience. It's not going to work out the way that you think it is. So if you're in an MLM, you happen to be watching this, And you're like, oh, you know, I just was on a training that my upline said that I should respond to somebody that way. Don't do it, because they'll send it to me and then I'm going to talk about it.
But I will treat it like an affiliate, and it was great. But now I know.
Stop. Are you, first of all, have y'all have y'all seen Hannah's video on Melaleuca? Because it's fantastic. If not, you should watch it after this or this weekend or whenever you have free time. It is phenomenal. And I find it fascinating that they sent her a cease and desist when the terms of the Zoom and the Zoom being recorded were agreed upon prior to the meeting. And then they were like, oh, well, you know, I didn't want to send it to you. And Hannah's like, that's okay. I recorded it myself. It's a great video. It was done so well. Highly suggest it. And yes, Melaleuca is a multi-level marketing company. Okay. You guys should check that out for sure.
I know what I am capable of. I know that I can help people get to the top here.
You
Like,
can't.
I truly,
It's impossible.
truly believe that.
You
I
can believe that, but the mathematics, the mathematical equation, the business model prevent that from happening. It's written into the compensation plan, in my opinion, that only a small percentage, and yes, I just saw that, only a small percentage of people will make money in this company. It is what we see time and time again with every MLM company.
struggled with, which you're gonna like laugh because you're like, you're very confident, and I am confident, but I'm confident in who I am.
Feelings.
That doesn't always mean I'm confident in the things I'm doing, if that makes sense. But I have been struggling with belief in myself.
Then go to therapy.
Belief in
Don't
others.
do this.
And that's the hard thing too. If you don't have belief for others, you can't lead them. And I get to this conference, and again, I'm 6 months in, and I have 4 incredible girls there who I've never met. I don't know super well because we are like social media friends. And I like walk up, they're at the pool. I meet them at the pool, and I like walk up, and they're sitting there, and they're all like just beautiful. And they were so excited to see me, and I was so excited to see them. And I was like, it was just this moment of like, oh my God. Like,
I can't turn her up. I don't have her turned down at all. So if I need to, do you need me to back my mic up or whatnot so that you can turn up the volume? I'm not sure, because I haven't messed with her volume at all.
you guys are here. Like, you guys said yes to me. Like, despite what I've been telling myself of nobody wants to do this with me. Like,
It's not that people don't want to do it with you. It's people don't want multi-level marketing anymore. They don't want to see it. They don't want to be messaged with it. They don't want the overhyped health claims, the lifestyle claims, all of it. People are so sick of seeing it that they scroll right by it if they don't already block you.
don't want to choose you. They want to choose someone else. It was just this really cool moment of, wow, you guys are here. And like 4, like I was blown away. I was blown away that I had a team of 4. I have been at conferences where I had a team of 30, 40, 50 people there, you know? But this one was so special because like again, I'm 6 years into this industry. My very first convention conference, like I went alone. I didn't have a team. Actually, no, I had one girl with me. We were both like brand new and scared. So we kind of like stuck together that whole trip. But this one felt like, oh, I have girls here. I have to like figure this out. And they were just like so gracious. Like when I tell you those 4 girls, like we are going to be lifelong friends. And I have so much belief for them. And they have so much of belief for me. And I just like really just like opened up my heart to them and just told them like, hey, like I feel like I've already let y'all down. And they're like, what are you talking about? And it just shows you how we get in our head and we think that we're not enough and we're not.
I really wish this person would step away from multi-level marketing as a whole. I think she would be so much better off. I think she would be so much happier. This oversharing of emotional feelings to try and make it seem like your audience knows you, I just think is so ick.
Like, you guys, you're probably on the outside thinking like, oh my God, you hit regional vice president, your third month of business. How, but like, you never know what someone's actual story is. And so I really, really loved this time last week because I just really like, just got in the weeds.
Babe,
Yeah.
could I please have a Diet Dr. Pepper?
Yeah.
Thanks, babe.
With my people, and I had so many great conversations with, I would just walk up to people and be like, hey, I'm Lacey, I'm new here. And just, I really let myself emerge. Steph will tell you, she was really nervous that I would just kind of like be in the background and just kind of observe. Because sometimes I am an observer. Like when I first come in to a new environment, I know that I'm loud. I know that I have this big personality and I like covered in tattoos, and because I know that, sometimes I don't want more attention on me. So I don't let my like real self come out. My real self is like, I feel like my content, like what you see guys on here, that's like my real self. But sometimes in person, when I first meet people, I'm more quiet and I'm more laid back because I'm an observer. And, you know, it took like, when we first got there, it was basically just like me, Case, and Steph. But then like when people started getting there, I kind of
Tanya, or Tasha,
had this feeling of like, not like my team by any means, but there was almost this feeling like, I don't really want anyone else to come. I just kind of want to stay in our little bubble, my safe little comfortable bubble. Like I don't want to make new friends. I don't want to.
This feels like it should have been done, you know, in a journal or with a therapist or a conversation with her partner or a close friend. I don't understand what all of this is about. Are you trying to imply that the Arbonne community is a safe place and you were able to be yourself? Because, ew. But I don't know.
I don't want to do that. And so, but then I
didn't do it this time.
The only way out is through. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have been just in this like toxic mindset. Not even toxic mindset. I don't mean like ugly like that, but just like I have been so struggling with my capabilities to like scale this kind of business because I know I can sell. Like I can sell.
I'm sorry to rob everybody of the bubbles. I apologize. Next time I won't do that. I just know we have a lot more video to get through, and so I was trying to keep it going. My bad, guys.
You know, ice to an Eskimo. Like I'm
not a flex.
I know I'm gifted in that area. But it's these areas that maybe I'm not so gifted at, or that I'm lazy at, or that I'm scared to put myself out there. Because to be a leader, man, you have to be so confident in where you're going and where you're headed. And I haven't been the last few months because...
I don't think so. I don't think a leader needs to be super confident in where they're going. In fact, I think that leaders that are willing to make mistakes and figure it out to a certain extent as they go with their people that they're leading, I think that's super powerful. I could be way off. Y'all let me know what you think, but I don't think leaders have to have all of the right answers. And I think that when they appear human and they allow themselves to make mistakes and learn from the mistakes instead of trying to hide it from, you know, who they're leading, I think that's super powerful.
When you have built something that you thought was going to last your whole life, and then it
True, William.
disappears in front of your eyes, a slow, painful death, you're not going to want to just turn around and, okay, let's do it again, because
thanks, Brandy.
it's like I live in this constant, or I did, of like just waiting for that shoe to drop. Like, okay, this is feeling too good to be true. Okay, like this is this is too much. Like, and I had this moment of December, January, March was my 4th month in this business. And you guys, we had already in February I hit regional vice president, which is the 3rd rank, which is literally the fastest that you can do it. It was my 3rd month, my 3rd rank, because at Arbonne you can only hit 1 rank a month. So literally the fastest that you can get to the top is 4 months, which is basically insane. No way normal.
I mean, it's definitely not normal, but when you're recruiting people from your previous company, it makes sense. Also, regional vice president, the average time that people took in order to hit this rank, according to the income disclosure statement in 2023 or from 2023, was 39 months.
Even be RVP with how fast.
That's not a compliment to this person, by the way.
It's just unheard of. Just giving you a little backstory. And so that 3rd month, you can go into qualification for your next rank. So in February. In February, I hit regional vice president and then literally just went beyond, and we went to qualification for nation, which is national vice president, NVP. It's like the top rank. And so we could have like closed it in March. In February, I had a really big thing happen in my life outside of social media, and I will not be sharing it. I'm not trying to be like personal, but it's just way too personal, and a lot of people are involved in it was bad. It was,
you're not going to share it, but then you're
outside of my miscarriage. It was the hardest thing I've ever been through.
I apologize. I did not know that she was going to talk about this, so I apologize for that.
And that is saying a lot, because I have been assaulted and taken advantage.
Why are you sharing this at the same time that you are talking about Arbonne? How do you go from one sentence talking about rank advancement to the next sentence talking about being harmed? Why? Oh, okay. What do we do here, guys? Do I skip forward a little bit through this part? Do you guys want me to play it and I'll wave my hand once this part is over? What do y'all want me to do? Because yeah, the trauma dumping, disgusting. Tanya says skip. Okay, I see a couple. Yeah, trauma cells. Yep. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go forward. Let's see, 33:42. I'm gonna go forward almost a minute. So
the breath out of me, it took the wind out of me, and I was like, I just can't. And so I was very close. Like 20,000 away, which is still a big number, but like,
I think the skipping was a good idea.
Cool. I was 20,000 away in my 4th month of this business of closing out.
Can I just say that I love this? I love that we are in a space here that we think of other people, and I appreciate that. So thank you for this. I appreciate that, Elaine.
Nation, which means I would have like literally hit the top of this company the quickest you can, like literally. And if like you know me, especially like kind of the older me, my pride would have made that happen. Like, oh my God, the fact that I could say that I hit the top of the company in 4 months, so I could have walked more stages. The old me would have sacrificed my mental health. I would have sacrificed what I was going through to make that happen. But I literally like looked at Steph and Case, and I was just like, I'm not ready. Because here's the thing, when you hit those kind of ranks, you are a leader, whether you like it or not. And looking back now, because even like this week, there's this like sense of, there's like this little bit part of me of like, why didn't you work harder? Stupid. Isn't that so stupid? Like, I literally was like, why didn't you work harder? You could be up there with them. Why didn't you work harder? And it's like, there's like this part of me that was like starting, and then I was like, no, we are not doing this. You are freaking regional vice president. That is insane. Insane. You should be so proud of yourself. And I just like had to love, because as much confidence as I have in myself, I can also like tear myself down. I can build up a narrative of what people think about me, even though I usually say I don't care about what people think about me, but that's like haters. I care deeply what people think about me that I care about. Okay. Anyways, so snapped out of that real quick, and I was like,
guys, don't listen to the haters. I'm laughing because it's so ridiculous. I'm not laughing at her, but I'm like, come on.
the only way out is through. You have got to do the hard things that you are avoiding. You have to get in the weeds. You can't just throw a link up, which I do have many conversations with a lot of my customers.
I'm sorry. I thought you said this was affiliate marketing. But now you're saying, oh, you can't just throw up a link. So it's not affiliate marketing then, right? I mean, I know that it's not. It's multi-level marketing. We know that. But ma'am?
And girls doing the business with me, but like, I am not like in the thick of it, you know? Like, I haven't been like hardcore in the weeds. And just seeing these girls this weekend, and they were just so excited to be there and so kind. And I think what happens in this business is because there's a lot of women, because it's network marketing, I feel like everyone's so worried about being friends that they forget that this is a business and this is a job. And sometimes there's going to...
It's not a business. A business and a job are two very different things.
Be situations where like let's take like me, Steph, and Case. These are my friends, right? So for years, these girls were my friends. That was their role in my life. Well, signing up with them, now they have taken on the role as my leader. And I have to let myself be led by them. I have to let them help me. And they'll know I'm a little stubborn. And with that too, with just looking back at my past year's experience, I've always just wanted to be everyone's friend. I wanted everyone to feel loved and cared for. And so instead of like maybe really helping them become a leader,
hey,
I just
Athena,
made
what's
sure
up?
They felt loved. And then that still got misunderstood, you know, that got whatever. I'm not going there, but
where are you going?
All that to say, I want to lead. I want to show up for people. I don't know where you're at. Maybe you are been watching us this week and you're thinking about...
Okay, so this is the recruiting pitch. Now we've gone from trauma dumping. Now we're into the recruiting pitch here. You know, I don't know if you've ever felt different. I don't know if you've ever felt like you weren't in the right place or something felt off. I don't know if you've been disillusioned to what multi-level marketing, network marketing is. I don't know if you didn't have support in your previous upline, you know, but it's different here. And, you know, you should take a look at it. No pressure, you know, and if you decide not to join my team, that's okay, you know, but I definitely, if I were you, I would take a look at it. She set this up. I see y'all commenting. Megan says, here it is. JCL, she set it up. Yep. She set this up. Yeah, wild. I talked about my eyeshadow at the beginning of it, and I'll put the link to her website. This is not an affiliate link. I just love it. I got it yesterday, and I'm going to be wearing it a lot, and I'm probably going to be getting more colors. This is a single shadow, and I know you can't see it, but the brand is Adriana Nicole Cosmetics. The color is called Ethereal. I've been watching on TikTok for quite some time, and today is my first day wearing it, and I'm obsessed. I think it's so fun. So check it out. And I'll put her website in the video description as well. I didn't do that, but yeah. That's what we have here, and I love it. So
doing
thank you.
Arbonne and you're scared shitless. I'm scared shitless. But also, I know
Thanks,
through
Athena.
fear comes great things.
TikTok doesn't work.
And
Listen,
I'm gonna say,
guys, people that wear bras. I hate regular bras, but I have found two that work for me, or I found a brand on TikTok that works for me, that is comfortable, and that I actually reach for because I don't mind wearing them. They're very comfortable. So go to my TikTok, Beast Mode LV, and you can watch it. That one is an affiliate link. I do make a small commission if you decide that you want to grab a bra. But I hate regular bras. I typically will wear sports bras. So if that's something that you're into, check out my TikTok. Yeah. And the link is on that TikTok because it's an affiliate link. So again, I do make a small commission on that if you decide to grab one of the bras. And I think they're like $26, which is incredible. That's such a great price for bras, although I'm used to paying like $40, $50 for bras. It's crazy. Anyways, let's get back to the video.
again, the only way through, or the only way out, is through. So when I picture watching my girls walk across the stage, like, I can see that for them. These 4 girls that were there,
It's not going to happen.
I was like, you 4 will walk the stage in some sense. And there's many different ways that you can walk
Yes, because that's what I wear. So yes.
the stage. You can hit it. You can walk the stage by.
Can you share elsewhere for non-TikTokers? Let me see if I can pull up the brand real quick. Because I know in Canada, I know that the TikTok shop is not a thing in Canada. So the brand, hold on, is called, what is the brand called? I'll look as I play the video and I'll get back to you. Give me a second.
By helping other people promote. You can do it by being on top
Bras
of
are
Enroller.
expensive, William.
You can do it by
It's
hitting
nuts.
the top 3 ranks. You can do it by earning a trip. And so I just looked at them and I was like, every single one of you is fully capable. And man, I believed it. Like, I was like, no, I'm not just saying this, because the hard part about this industry is
The brand is called HSIA. And there's 2 that I like. The first one is called the Sunflower Floral Lace Unlined Unpadded Plus Size Underwire Bra. I know that's a mouthful. And then the other one that I like, hold on a second. The other one that I like is called the Enchanted Floral Lace Plus Size Underwire Unlined Unpadded Full Coverage Bra, also by HSIA. So I hope you guys, yeah, there it is. Elaine's got it. Yeah, check it out. And if it works for you, that's awesome. If you have TikTok and you decide to use my affiliate link, that's cool. But ultimately, if you find a bra that is comfortable for half the price that you're probably paying for other bras, if you are a girl with a large bust, such as myself, then that is exciting. That makes me happy.
when you don't have belief for others, you really cannot
Sorry,
lead
Brandy.
them.
Sorry, Canadians.
And it's hard, especially if you have been burned and burned and burned. It's hard to have belief for others because I don't know you and I don't know your work
You being here, watching, and commenting helps me. So thank you. I appreciate that.
ethic and I don't know what you're capable of. So I, as someone who is very honest and very transparent, I'm not going to look at you and say, oh, I think you can get to the top if I don't believe that. And so I struggle with that because I want to have that belief for others.
What is this? What is happening?
Meeting the girls and just like putting myself out there with them and not being guarded with them. Like I
The lace
really
is not
just,
itchy,
like, let
no.
my walls down, and yeah, it was just like really cool. So all that to say, I had the best week ever. I still have so much to share, but I'm getting on here because this month I would like to lead my team back into qualification for national vice president, which is $160,000 in volume, We ended June right under 100K, which is so cool. That is, those numbers are incredible. And June is a slower month. Usually June and July in this industry are slower months because just people are traveling. They're choosing to spend their money on, you know, other things, which is like completely relatable. But I would like to lead my team into that to close out next month. So it would take 2 months to hit this rank unless we just did a massive volume, which won't happen. But yeah, so I am just ready. I want to see my girls hit their next ranks. They are incredible and they are worthy. And I want to spend all my time outside of my kids, like just making them believe they are worthy, because I know they are worthy. They are incredible. And you can see that those girls, the girls that were there, they're going to walk the stage next year. They're going to
Next
not
year?
only be 1 rank up, they may be 2 rank ups. So if you are on the outside right now, if you...
Oh, okay. Recruiting pitch. So all of this was to recruit into Arbonne. All of the trauma dumping, all of the, I never felt comfortable. Something wasn't right. Young living is the devil. Obviously, she didn't say it that way. I'm just describing what she said in that way to be dramatic because, yeah. And it's different over here. So join my Arbonne team. That was the whole point of this.
You are thinking like, I want to do this, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Mia.
I want to do this, but I am so scared. I want to do this, but I don't care what your but is. If the first part is I want to do this, then come do this. We will figure out the but. And that's where I'm at, because
Ma'am, go to the pool with your family. Chill out.
this is life-changing.
It's not, though. It's not for 90% of the company, if not more. It is not life-changing.
You know what I have not had to worry about the last 6 months? Paying my mortgage. I just sent 3 kids to an overnight camp. That was not cheap.
What is your team in Young Living had to worry about? Because I bet sending their kids to camp was probably not it. I bet they were worried about paying bills. I bet they were worried about breaking even. I bet they were worried that, one day am I going to make a profit in this? Come on.
And I didn't have to stress about it. I am
So gross.
redoing my daughter's room right now because it's not really a room, it's an office. And I want her to feel like it's a room.
The privilege.
So I'm spending money right now, have construction here right now to make her environment better. It's not about a title. It's not about going to Louis Vuitton, although I do have a Louis Vuitton ring now and I love it so much. Steph, I love you.
Oh my God.
It's not about the glitz and the glamour, but Arbonne is so damn classy, you guys. So damn classy. It's not about all that. It's about being able to wake up and be happy. And a lot of people's going to tell you like money doesn't buy happiness, but they're fucking lying.
I'm sorry. We're supposed to believe that this is you being happy in Arbonne. Nothing about your live made me feel like you are happy. And that's sad. I mean, happy, sad. That's really sad that here you are trying to pitch Arbonne to people that have followed you from Young Living. And if you were a part of another company, I'm still not sure about that. And you want people to believe that you're happy. And this is the live that you chose to try and show people that you're so happy. Because I'm not buying it. I think when people get out of multi-level marketing and they heal and they work on themselves and they spend time doing the things that they love and they find a job or continue with their job or whatever, getting, pay, although I wish everybody pay raises, always pay people for what they do. I think that's when people really have the opportunity to be happy. When people can wake up when they get out of multi-level marketing and say, well, what do I want to do today? And, they can say, well, I'm going to fill my time with my spare time with whatever it is that I want to do. If that looks like nothing, if that looks like, watching the WNBA, if that looks like, binging on a Netflix show or renting a movie or whatever that looks like, that is happiness. When you're not constantly thinking of the next thing that needs to be done. When you can say, well, what do I want to do today? Well, today I want to lay in bed and read a book, or I want to, take a nap, or I want to go see a friend or whatever. That is happiness. MLM, no, you can't tell me from this live, from this person that we are watching, that she is happy. Absolutely not.
It's not everything. Like, I've made really, really good money and been miserable. But when you are in the right place and when you're where you're supposed to be, and then you don't have financial pressure, it does help happiness. When I tell you again, I can't even tell you the last time. Well, I can. It was a few months ago, but I can't tell you the last time financially that I've woken up with an elephant on my chest. Well, yeah, I can. It was November. I'm not too far.
Why? Because you were making more money than you were in Young Living. You were seeing numbers that you hadn't seen in Young Living for a long time because you were recruiting people from your previous company. Just be honest.
You guys, I don't know if y'all remember this, but y'all watched me buy land. I bought 17 acres of land and then turned around and sold it. And my reasonings were right. We did decide we did not want to live in the location where that land was. But my realtor begged me, if you need to hold on to this land, it is going to be worth so much in so many years. And I just looked at her and I was like, I can't. I have to get the equity to take some financial pressure off my family. I have to get rid of that payment. And it was hard.
The privilege.
And I didn't really share that journey because it was just so heavy. And I also was just so trying to make my business work that I'm not about to tell social media, hey, I'm selling my land because my business is tanking,
That'd be too honest, right? That would be too honest. And then it would cause a frenzy in your team of Young Living of people saying, oh my God, I've been feeling the same way. And then everybody would leave. And of course, that's not going to work out for you unless you have the next company already picked out where you can say it's different over here. See, Steph says the leadership is different. Steph says, that, all of this stuff is different. The systems are different, blah, 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 blah. Of course, you can't be that honest because that would impact your check. But remember at the beginning of this when she said, oh, I just can't lie. I'm an honest person. What do we call this? I can't be that honest. I can't tell social media that. Why? If it's the truth, why not tell people? Because it would impact your paycheck from Young Living when you were a part of it.
Would that make you want to come do the business with me?
It would make people leave.
Will not be that person on social media talking to you about financial freedom if I don't have it. I will not be that person that will
guarantee you if we went back to when she was in Young Living, we would find posts where she's talking about financial freedom and helping people find it.
Tell you, get your time back if I don't have it. And that's what happened. I was just I no longer can share these things that I once did because they were true. I cannot. I can tell you right now, I wake up.
It's different here.
Excited. I wake up.
I can't wait to see in the next year, year and a half, 2 years, when she goes through the very same thing that she went through in Young Living with Arbonne. And then we can refer back to this and remember, hey, she was saying this about Young Living and how terrible it was. And she wasn't being authentic. She was lying to people. It'll be the same thing. It'll be the same exact thing. Maybe it'll take longer than a year. Maybe it'll take longer than 2 years. But at some point, this same thing that she experienced in Young Living is going to happen in Arbonne.
Happy. Not every day. I'm human. But that deep elephant sitting on your chest anxiety feeling is no longer.
For
And I
now.
want that for other people. And I really, especially after this week, not that I had any doubts.
What's up?
I did have doubts. Like, anything that was like, I was slightly questioning this week just completely disappeared. And I have so much more to share. The details of this company, the thoughtfulness, the planning, the things they did, things that
That seems like bare minimum. Wow, the planning in a company, yet I would hope that they're planning. I would hope that they have things in place. Seems like the bare minimum to me.
you wouldn't even know. Let me give you an example.
Oh, please do.
I got to walk the stage a couple times, which was really cool, like really, really cool. And when I was
What does that mean in the real world? Hey, I got to walk a stage. Cool. What?
walking on stage, I noticed this Arbonne staff member. And at first, like when I first went up there, I was like, oh my God, your baby's so cute. And she's like, thanks, it's not mine. So I didn't think anything of it.
What?
But then, like the second or third time, I think it was like the third time I was backstage about to walk on stage. I made a joke with her, and I was just like, oh my gosh, every time I have seen you, you have had someone's kid. And she goes, that's my job. And I went,
Oh, wow. So
Wait.
profound.
what? She works for Arbonne, but she was literally backstage because MGM, like the convention center that we were at, like says like babies cannot be on stage. So this business is full of moms working really, really hard. And they were getting ready to celebrate their accomplishments and walk across the stage. And they couldn't bring their babies. And some of them were alone or whatever else, or their friends were walking too. Arbonne literally had a staff member, a dedicated staff member, backstage to hold your baby. Oh, like I'm getting chills. You see my chills? Getting so that you could go walk. So you could have your moment. Like, and do you think they blasted that? No.
No, because, you're blasting it for them, like people in MLM do when they're advertising for the company, but the majority of people don't make money. This is so weird. What is this an example of? The planning of the company following the rules of the venue? I don't understand why this is so significant.
Like, it was such a thoughtful thing that they did that no one would know. If I had never just
Hold your baby to continue the cult events. Rad. Yes.
like, because I'm very like jokey with people. If I start joking with you, I really like you. But that's my personality. I will like
Cool.
kind of tease you or whatever. I'm working on it because I realize people don't take my humor. It takes a long time for people to understand my humor. Anyways, but if I hadn't said like, oh my gosh, girl, every time I've seen you, you've had a different baby. I would have never known that. They weren't parading that. They weren't. It was just like such a humble moment that I was like, wow.
What is humbling about that moment? What is humbling about that? That there is somebody that was assigned holding somebody's baby so they could walk across stage at an event within a venue that said, hey, babies can't be on stage. What is humbling about that? That seems like this is our policy and we're going to follow it. Otherwise, we'll get kicked out of the venue. What is humbling about that, ma'am?
Wow. Anyways, I gotta go. I was supposed to leave 30 minutes ago. My family's gonna be a bit disappointed because we said we were leaving 11:30, but I just needed to get that off my chest. I feel so much better. I'm actually gonna save this video. You guys, I don't ever save my live videos just because I don't really like people dissecting my words, which they
And yet, here we are, dissecting her words.
Probably will, but I'm going to push through the fear. I'm going to save it because I want to look back at this moment.
Well,
I just want to look back at this moment and just be proud of myself that, like, you spoke this out loud.
be proud of yourself that you trauma dumped all over your audience, trying to recruit them into Arbonne from Young Living. I mean, if that's what you want to be proud of, I mean, go off, sis, I guess. I don't really know what to say about that.
I will 100% be where I want to be by next conference, but I want my people, more importantly, I want my people to be where they want to be. So
they won't be.
If you have been on the outside and you're really curious about Arbonne,
call to action.
I'd love to talk to you. I have incredible leadership. So as I am still learning, and I will be very honest with you, I may not have all the answers. I will find the answers for you. I am under such direct powerhouse leadership that you will get them as well. Like,
you don't just get her, you get her upline too. Yeah, that's how multi-level marketing works. Cool.
But you also get them. And we are so ready to just explode this thing. Like, you are going to see such massive growth, and I want you to be a part of it. If you feel
no, you need people to be a part of it because you can't do it without other people. So
I want you to go back to that line, like, I want to, and just do it anyways. Let's do it scared together. Let's push through it. And you can come walk that stage with me next year. And it will be so much fun. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for hearing my heart. Send me a message. I love y'all.
Okay, goodbye. We made it. What a wild ride. Y'all good? Everybody good? That, oh, that was the setting. That's what you were talking. I don't remember who was saying something like, hey, is there like a black background? Yeah, that was me. I apologize. I have the Dora song. Hold on. Because I think she sent it to me. Hold on. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, we did it! We did it! We did it! Hooray!
We survived. That was quite the wild ride. I hope you guys are good. But I think this was a perfect description of being a part of one MLM company, villainizing that company, trauma dumping, and just like the thumbnail said, this was the most manipulative video that I've seen in quite some time. Although I do have some other prove it videos coming. So Nick Martinez, my guy, be ready. Be ready for that. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for all of your comments. If you have not already liked and subscribed, it would be cool if you would do that. It's the free way to support my channel. You can become a member if you would like to, and you are able to. We are getting ready to do some pretty cool things in the Discord. I've been talking with some of the mods. And yeah, I think we're going to watch some documentaries and movies and stuff in the Discord. So if you're a member or you would like to become one, there should be some link that you can click on to become a member. And yeah, that should be a lot of fun. So, the cat's meow. Member for 2 months. Thanks for being a member. That's awesome. Yay, I have a milestone. Came late, so I'll have to watch the replay for full context. It's a lot, so brace yourself for that one. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you so much. Please do not join an MLM. Do not fall for the tactics that we saw in this very video. If you would like the information on as far as income disclosure statements or some resources from the Federal Trade Commission, or you want to contact me, check out the video description. There's a ton of information there in addition to my website, erinbees.com. If you have content you have screen recorded or downloaded or whatever, you can submit it that way. It has all my personal training information, which in the next month or two, I believe I'm going to be taking some more clients. So if you've already filled out the questionnaire, I'll be reaching out in the next couple months, probably after the kids start school is what I'm thinking. And yeah, thanks for being here. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.